Y'all, I recognize I have to clean. You have 3 seconds to shame me, because guess what? I see it, I hear it, I know it. I was going to yesterday, but then after spending a lovely day in the North Carolina sun, I discovered 2 ticks in my hair. And I literally oiled up head to toe in tea tree oil and all these different oils because I was so freaked out. I was oiled up everywhere except the coot in the ass, okay? So here we are now. Frankly, I should be working on finance work for school, but I'm gonna clean. You know, it's productive as well, you know? Meanwhile, today we are going to be talking about Lightsticks and music recommendations. What are Lightsticks? I'm fucking getting to it. Wait, okay? First, we're gonna talk music recs. First are honorable mentions, because honestly, I did not really vibe with these songs, but the aesthetics were. So, Call Me Pretty by Susanna Joffe. And excuse me if I mispronounce any names. I'm terrible at speaking. And also, You Love Me Like a Fool by Stussy and Amanda Bergman. I've never heard of either of these artists, and I didn't really like the songs. Just were not my style. But the aesthetics were super beautiful, and I checked them both out, and like their entire artist page was super beautiful. And you know what? I bet some yoga instructor out there will love the Stussy song. Okay, but actual music recs I got. These are all new releases, by the way, so go support. Yeah, okay. You Got Me Feeling by The Parcels was like very morning-y to me. Chill, but like this kind of wake up vibe. However, if you hate repetition, don't touch this song with a 10-foot pole. I liked it though. It was very indie feeling. Now, really pop vibes, Merry Go Round by Jay. I hadn't heard from him since Day 6, which, speaking of 10-foot poles, I think he wants to stay away from with a 10-foot pole. But solid song. I didn't realize he was still making music. It was very stereotypically Heaven Sent by Molly Grace. I've been following this girl on TikTok forever. And if you kind of like a Chapel Rowan vibe, you'll like it. I think that's kind of her whole brand though. A complete random one I found, but I could not look away from. Stop, pause, intermission, real time. Hi. We're gonna take a quick break because, oh my god, Ghost Adventures is probably so loud right now. So, I have all that right there. Can you see it? I have this right here that I'm gonna clean, but I need the box back from what I just did in my laundry to clean that because stuff goes on top of it. And then clean that, and then I need to get to this. Oh shit, what did I just step on? Oh god, fuck. Stepped on my tripod. Need to get to this suitcase right here. It's vintage. It's 1930s. Sells for a lot of money actually. But I need to get to that so that I can put all of my sewing patterns and sewing projects in it. But the whole thing. And my dresser drawer is on top of it, so my dresser's broken. So we're gonna take a break back. Look at this baby. No weirdo. Banger. Shock Treatment by Caroline Kingsbury. Look at that album cover. Don't ask me anything else. I literally cannot look away. I was mesmerized. It almost felt like a video game soundtrack to me. Oh, and if you like Olivia Rodrigo, check out Same Mouth by Odyssey Rose. Once again, sorry if I mispronounce her name. I wasn't big into it, but it's very much 2 matching puzzle pieces. We got 2 left on this kind of pop genre. The Confident Laughter by Alpaca was also super, I don't know, like, it sounded like when the main character of a movie or a TV show is, like, going through it, like, they're going through something, you know, like, smearing your makeup in the mirror, and it stood out to me. Moody by Royal Otis was under the New Music Rock on Spotify, and I don't think I'd consider it rock, not at all, but it was a pretty vibey song, and I'd listen to it again. Lyrics were super easy to follow along with, and it was kind of admittedly basic sounding, but it was really enjoyable. So I actually lied again, because those were not the last 2 recommendations. I actually have technically 3 more. Duh, by P1 Harmony. So into this. It frankly sounds like every one of their other songs, but if you find your thing, like, stick to it, you know? Boy Next Door. Shut up, it was so good. I know very little to nothing about them, other than just me being chronically online, and I know everything from Eurovision, Justice for Portugal and Europapa, to Filipino pop drama. The glue is like, we'll have to fix that at another date. Look at this crochet hook, bro. It's a piece of oil pastel. Look at my fingers. Yeah, back on track. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8 is. Oh my god, it's not like every other song, and I love it. Okay, so we're gonna put that in there. We're just gonna make room. I put that in there. Temporary solution, because this dresser is in there, but it's kind of bad, and it's gonna be a whole deal to try to get that in there. So suitcase is not gonna be used, and we're just gonna put our projects over here as well, like kind of under the desk. It's very Lionheart by SNSD. Went straight into the playlist. I was literally waiting for it to come out. I love it dearly. Loved it on first listen. And if you like War of Hormone by BTS, check out I Feel Good from the same album. Even the aesthetics are very, like, matching to me. But yo, speaking of K-pop, Lightsticks, am I right? I said I would come back to it, I'm coming back to it, okay? If you don't know what they are, K-pop fans have a very, very, very big organized fan culture. So Lightsticks were a way to show support for your fave groups. Or if you really hate a group, and so do a lot of other fandoms, to show hate, like turn off your Lightsticks is like showing your back to them, you know, shame, you know, ominous shunning levels, okay, like take away the light bulbs, Abraham. We're also almost done, so here is Samantha Savea's speed run of official Lightstick rankings as someone who really had their phase as a child, aka like 2015, 17 to 2021-ish, in a time where picks like these were popular, and I was on Amy No. That's how old I am, except I'm actually only 18, and I was just on the internet way too young. Starting off with the cutie patooties, yet elderly, a pink little cute panda, followed by the food theme of the old Twice Lightstick. I don't like the new minimalism shift that happened in recent years. I wish everything minimalistic would bring back Avon. Focus. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. Now we're done. Okay. Oh, now we're done. All that bending over. One of my weird things. I'm like all out of breath, my ribs hurt. Okay. Tell me, what we gotta do? So we gotta get rid of this. and put it into this. Ugh. Yeah. No? You're wrong. That's what we're doing. Angel baby. Angel sweet angel baby. Along with twice the IOI little ice cream light stick. What a throwback. I bet so many people don't even remember them. It's just solid. It's cute. But it's not like the best thing to ever walk the planet, of course. I'm sorry, baby, but you're gonna have to move. You're gonna have to move. Poor baby. Poor neglected thing. The new trend is to decorate your light sticks because it's so boring that you need to, unless you're NCT, because that thing is going to stay ugly. Rapid fire. N-hyphen. Boring. Stray Kids and 80s. Same vibes. Barely different. Aspect could have been so cool. If you don't know them, they are the epitome of cyber concepts. They should have played on that, but they didn't. They chose to be boring. And finally, before we finish this all off, the weapon list. Cherry Bullet, Bit the Bullet, but cool ass Lightstick, and add Le Seraphim, Icon, and Plave to the collection of deadly assault weapons. Points for creativity.
We did it, Joe.